Well, so what's going on, guys? Here's another video, and let me go ahead and properly prop this up here for you. I'm not going to show myself in this video. I'm a hot mess today. And it's cold. I feel like doing much. So, I discovered something interesting with this, and I typed this up on YouTube, and this is interesting. When I bought this, I bought it for like $10, right? And I thought it was a vinyl, like the music vinyl, and it's not. So this is where we're going to get into the interesting conversation, as you see by the title, the evolution of movies. And if you look right there, it says home video, right? Right there it says video disc. Now, what does that mean? What does this mean? When I typed in video disc, and believe it or not, this is not a music vinyl. This is actually a big round movie on a vinyl, or a big DVD is what it is. And this was going into the mid 80s. And I looked at it, I'm like, well, this is interesting because there's a side B and a side A, right? And it takes this very special player called a VHD or VHDR, and it's like a VHS player, but it's bigger than that. It's bigger than a DVD player too. And I'm gonna take this out to show you guys. So as you can see, it's out and everything. Camera's a bit blurry, but hope I can get it focused. Focus on my hand. Focus. Okay, let's kind of show this. I'm trying to get it focused. Okay. I don't know, it's like blurry. But anyways, I'm going to continue on with the video. I ain't got time to fool around with the focus and stuff. But, like, as you could see here, the best that you can, and I'm sorry that this thing is blurry. It has these weird edges, these weird grooves in it. Kind of like a space there, and space there, and it's dark metallic purple. And what this is actually a movie, believe it or not. And now these things were not popular in the US. Around that time, yeah, the CD was being invented and everything, but no one had a CD player. You had to be rich and wealthy to afford one. But this was big over across seas. And they figured, well, if we could have, music on a CD, like this, on a CD format, then what's stopping us from doing this to a movie? Like, this is a big round disc. That's a movie. It's pretty cool. I'm going to pause it right here. Hold up. This is a big round disc, right? So this is pretty much the ancestor. Like, when you put this into the VHDR, it will show up a movie, right? It will show up a movie. And it's amazing because this is like the first DVD. I know it sounds weird, but I know there's people older than me that may know what I'm talking about, that probably had one of these, or probably seen one, or probably known one of their friends that had one. And I got two of these, and one of them is Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. Like, this big round disc is this right here, the DVD. This is a DVD. DVDs didn't come popular till start coming in around, as much as I can remember, early 2000s, right? 2004, 2005. So this is a movie, right? That's on this, and it's a big round disc. Of course, like I said, over here in America, this wasn't popular. What we still had was VHS. It's a home video on tape, right? Just like we still, just like we still jammed out 2 cassettes. This has a 3 cassette in it, and I'll take one out here in a minute if I can get it. There we go. You know, we were still listening to cassettes over here in the U.S., right? Vinyl. Like, don't get me wrong, this is a vinyl. It's vinyl shaped, but it's not a music vinyl. It's a video. It's a movie. And it's amazing how much the evolution of home video, you know, movies have evolved, because I didn't know what this really was, and I looked on it and said video disc. Well, what is a video disc? And I typed it in, and I'm like, holy cow, this is actually a big DVD. This was the evolution of the DVD. This was like the first DVD, I guess you could say. How, you know, from what it was then to, you know, what we got now, right? Is on a small disc. And it's like the evolution, you know, it evolves, you know. From a long time ago, you had movie reels, right, without sound, and then they got it with sound and black and white and, you know, color, and the 70s came along and the 80s, and, you know, we had VHS tape. You know, the mid 80s came along, and we heard about music being put on a CD, on a disc, and we didn't quite know what to take of it. You know, we thought it was cool, but it was expensive, because you had to be rich. You know, the rich and wealthy to afford one. Now, you know, in the 2000s, you know, even the mid 90s, 2000s, even now, you don't have to be rich to afford one. And they figured, you know, if we can do that to music, let's see if we can do it with a movie. So this is what this is. This is a big movie. And because of this, if it wasn't for this, we never would have evolved into this, you know, a DVD. Even now, you know, we evolved into Blu-ray, which touches it up, sound, and crystal, trying to make it crystal clear-like. And then we got the 4K HD, which is like, I'm not really too sure what that is exactly. It's kind of like Blu-ray, pretty much, but it's like a different title. And now we got streaming, which online, you know, these Netflix, Hulu, Vudu TV, Amazon Prime, to where now we could just take it on the go with us. And the evolution, just how, this is crazy, like the evolution evolved. And I love this. These are one of these cool, weird things. Because it's not popular over here in the U.S. It wasn't popular over here in the U.S. No one understood it. And I get the concept, you know, we're not going to understand something, so we're going to be afraid of it. Even though it was cool. But we didn't understand it, so it wasn't big. It wasn't popular at the time. Because we still done VHS. Until, you know, the mid-90s and early 2000s, you know, even then we were doing VHS, but, you know, DVD at the time was like one of those bizarre, wow things, like, damn, you know, we have to be some kind of wealthy, and now, you know, we all have them, and it's amazing. It's one of those cool, crazy things to where it's like, you know, we had music began on vinyl, as much as I can remember. It evolved into a cassette. You know, a smaller thing, a smaller portable at the time that would have been considered portable for music, which was on this small thing, right? From there, we moved to DVD. We moved to CD, audio disc. From there, we began with VHS. From there, we moved on to DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, HD, and now we have streaming. So, this is cool, man. It's one of those cool, bizarre, weird things that's like, wow. The evolution has grown so much over the years. So much over the decades. You know, generation after generation. And I'm lucky enough to have seen from VHS grow. I wasn't around during this big picture disc. I wasn't. I'm looking up to see from VHS grow, right, to DVD, Blu-ray, to streaming online. I'm lucky enough to see from portable music grow from a cassette to audio CD to MP3 and streaming. The evolution came such a long way, and it's beautiful. It is just crazy, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is the evolution of movies. Wow. If you guys have one of these that say home video or video disc this big, hold on to it. Hold on to it. I don't know if it's worth anything, but hold on to it. Wow.